Hello and welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the iGold Advisor channel. It is April 19th, 2023, and we will do a silver price forecast with a focus on an update of the breakout. The breakout from the downward channel that silver had been in over the last 2 years. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Let's update it. This is a critical time for the silver market. This initial pause before the acceleration that we should see as this market starts to move away from that downward structure. Let's look at it here. I want to remind you to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when these free videos come out on YouTube. And make sure to subscribe to our Twitter feed at iGlobalGold, because sometimes I post free updates during the middle of the week when I don't have a chance to post updates here on YouTube. Legal disclaimer. And we go. So let's look at silver, intermediate term, 2019 through the present. And it is this break here of the downward structure dating back to 2021 that we are most focused on right here. Now, so far, this looks picture perfect. I have to say, this is very bullish for the precious metals here over the next 6 to 12 to 18 months. Very bullish what we're seeing. There's the breakout. You can see it with my mouse. And notice right here, notice how intra-week, this week, the market has come back and just hit the upper boundary of this declining structure here shown in royal blue. Notice the lower wick of this weekly candle here precisely touched that line. I haven't moved this line here. I haven't moved this line for months. It's been sitting right there, but the market came right back and tested that line that we should now expect to act as support. So this level, the absolute lowest that this market could go right now is $24.10. Currently, it's right above $25. So there's about $1 buffer room here that silver could move in. And what I want to do is show you what should be coming here for silver when we look at the historical analogy of the previous period, which is right here in red, that there was a downward structure of this magnitude, a multi-year downward structure, and we will compare it to the current downward structure that is presently breaking out. So if we look back at this period here from 2013 through 2015, really marking the end, functionally speaking, the end of the bear market from the $50 peak down here to the $13.65 level, and we zoom this in, and now we're looking at this turquoise colored line for the broken trend. So notice where this trend started here in 2013 at $25 per ounce. Notice this hit on the trend. It is 2 data points that make a line, but then when we get a third and a fourth attempt at this line, clearly the sellers were respecting this trend here going for multiple years, almost 3 years. And then right here, it is that breakout that we are talking about, which is analogous to the breakout that we are currently seeing. So notice here how in February of 2016, silver broke this 3-year downward trend. Notice right where my mouse is, the break. And then what? Right there, 2 weeks after the break, a retest of the downward structure. A retest is simply when a market comes back to a former breakout point, and we expect that the former sellers here will now turn into buyers because they're going to be saying, oh, wow, something has changed here in this market. We missed our opportunity on the first surge following the breakout. Now we have a second opportunity. And so those former sellers should be turning to buyers here, which was what fundamentally accounts for the breakout and retest scenario. And then we see this entire consolidation here after the breakout lasting for 9 weeks before what? The next impulsive move on silver, taking it up over $20 per ounce, and the rest is history. So breakout, retest, consolidation lasting for 9 weeks. Let's bring it back to the current example and look at what we are seeing right here. Breakout, right there where my mouse is, One, we are 2 weeks into this thing, and we are paying attention right now to the retest that is underway. This is a textbook perfect example at this moment in time for how a market should behave after it breaks a multi-year downward structure. So in my best estimation, we have anywhere here between, there's nothing guaranteeing that silver has to retest here for 9 weeks as it did last time. In the most bullish scenario, a retest will only last 1 or 2 weeks. But let's say there's anywhere from another, 2 to 7 weeks here is the best estimation for how long this retest process should last. In the more bullish scenario, the retest will already be over and it's moving higher from here. More conservative, there could be several weeks left of this, possibly a month in that range. And then what? Silver should be advancing strongly, slight back off here at the next resistance level in the 25.50 zone before we get the break of 30, which will lead us toward that $50 long-term peak level. So where we are right now is so key because it is the point that a lot of people will sort of throw in the towel and say, the price action here from the last several weeks was a fluke. Maybe this takes another few weeks to play out. People will lose interest and they will lose sight of what is setting up here after this retest occurs. So this is basically, as far as our technical model goes, as long as this $24.10 support holds here, the lower boundary of this broken resistance, this is the final opportunity to be accumulating silver in the mid $20 region. The final opportunity for the current cycle. And so you want to be, if you have not finalized your positions here, whether we're talking about silver bullion or whether we're talking about silver mining stocks, I think you have a matter of 1 week, 2 weeks, possibly 4 weeks, a little bit longer, but not much more than that. And I do want to remind you, in case you missed the analysis from 1 week ago, when we have an expectation of silver bullion moving from $25 to $50, roughly a 100% gain, if it costs a miner currently $23 to mine for silver, and so basically at 25 silver, they're only making $2 per ounce profit. If that silver price doubles from 25 to 50, that mining company is now making $27 per ounce silver. From 2 to 27 is a 1,250% increase in the profits of the mining companies as silver itself has merely doubled. So look at the math here. You can see the math yourself. Of course, this is a simplified version. There can be other positive things that happen. A mining company can discover a new deposit, so it would make it even more positive than this example. Of course, there are negative things that can happen to mining companies. They can have a problem at one of their mines. But all things considered, all things even, considering all the extraneous possibilities even, this is the math behind why the silver mining companies can see such massive profits when silver itself merely doubles. So think about it very closely. We are in the retest scenario right now for silver. This could have 1 week left, 2 weeks left, a few weeks beyond that, and then I think you're done. Then my analysis is going to change, and it's going to be, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you've missed the move. It's too late to get involved. If you would like to follow the exact gold and silver mining companies that I just mentioned that we are investing in here, you can find those in the service called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. It includes weekly premium videos, just like you are seeing now, but much more in depth, including flash updates right to your inbox. So if something changes about this analysis, if there is a violation of the breakout point, our premium subscribers in PMI Plus will know about it first. and they will have time to take defensive action. Whereas here, it might be several weeks after the fact when we get to it on YouTube. So make sure, if you're a serious precious metals investor, to check out our service, Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. If you are a higher net worth investor and you would like to take the next step in your investing career, you must learn about the power of private placements. I will talk about this again in a few weeks when our next opening is available, but you must get signed up before that opening is available if you would like to participate in the next private placement. Remember, when you invest by private placement, we buy the exact same gold and silver mining companies. It's just that you get free warrants with every single investment, which gets you nearly 2 times the upside compared to buying the same companies in the open market. Remember, you also receive a free subscription to our flagship Precious Metals Intelligence service when you subscribe to Elite Private Placements. These are the companies that I am investing in with my own money. I take no fees from any of these companies at any point in this process. I work on the behalf of all the investors who are looking for independent, unbiased research on which companies are deserving of your investment dollars as this cycle in silver starts gearing up to move higher. So make sure to check out Elite Private Placements. If you would like to speak to me one-on-one, Christopher Aaron, you can reach me on the Consultations tab. Right now, I'm all booked for consultations for the next couple of weeks, but I will be opening up the schedule again starting in May. Once again, retest of this downtrend in silver should have only a couple weeks left. Make sure to think about, are you ready for what is coming?